All right, so you see this country we are living in now. As you are praying to whatever God you believe in, that you go out every day and come back home safely. Please do not forget to pray to whatever God you believe in, that Nigeria does not happen to you. Then go further to pray that Nigerians does not happen to you. These are prayers that you should add to your daily prayers. I swear to God, if Nigeria happened to you, I'm going to show you a scene of an accident that happened just yesterday on Third Mainland Bridge that claimed the life of a lot of people. But the heartbreaking thing of this whole thing is not the accident, because we don't have control of what will happen in the next minute. But what happened after the accident is what is heartbreaking. Now, this is a scene of the accident. Now, if you notice from this video I'm showing you, you'll notice that there's a hillox on the pavement, almost falling into the water beneath the Third Mainland Bridge. There are some people surrounding it. Now, what happened before this scene? This hillox, when the market in Adeneji closed, it just went there, carried passengers inside the bucket of the hillox. So as they were coming on the Third Mainland Bridge, it was trying to overtake a trailer, and that was how it mistakenly hit the pavement. Then the trailer just tumbled. And when it tumbled, some people fell inside the Third Mainland Bridge. So as I speak to you now, it's possible that there are some people living lifeless. There are some people that are, the way would already buy inside that Third Mainland Bridge water. Maybe their body will come up in like 2-3 days. Right? Now, the ones that are on top of the Third Mainland Bridge, they sustained injury. Some people fell and they hit their head broke and open. Because that's why I had to censor some part of the video. Now, the first people that arrived this scene are the LASMA. What did LASMA do when they got there? According to the person that sent me the video, he said the first thing LASMA did, that LASMA tried to tow the vehicle first. Now, LASMA, human being where they ground, how far? Is the hillox what's more than the life of the people that are living, sitting down on the ground? Some of them don't almost buy, some of them don't buy, some of them need emergency hospital attention. That's number one on LASMA. So the guy said he saw the scene and he decided to park. The guy is an EFCC personnel. He decided to park and say, what's going on? Let's rush these people to the hospital. Now, because he drives a Camry, he said, okay, my car cannot carry much. Let me carry the amount of people I can carry. Then he started stopping cars. That, please help. Cars were just passing. They didn't care. Where is the humanity in people? And how did we get to this point? This is not Nigerians. We are not like this. He started begging people, please stop, help. 2 ambulances, according to him, private hospital ambulances, that they just looked at the scene and they passed. I understand that it's a private hospital, but where is the humanity? Finally, somebody stopped, somebody with a cross store. That was also of them. They joined us together and they took them to Bagada Hospital. Now, this is what happened in Bagada Hospital. What do you
You saw people you are saying is going to buy drugs in Nigeria, a government hospital. Who does that? If it's your brother, will you say that? What the fuck? So we should have left them there to die? You tell me whether this is the time for video. We'll see now. Please. Hello. I'll get a number, please. Nigeria, where we get? We go see now. We go see.
Now you ask yourself that why are they even debating when some people are lying lifeless inside the boot of cars? They are debating because the hospital is saying that who is going to pay for their hospital bills. People they die. People they die. Public hospital for that matter. How much is the money? How much is the money? How much? How much you won't collect where if you watch the life of human being? The lady in the boots, she let her buy. The lady in the boots let her buy. That the doctor even said they should go and lock the gates and they should not bring in more people. General hospital that is built with taxpayers' money. Where is the humanity? Some of them are doctors and all those hospitals where these things happen. If there's a wedding today, you people contribute money to buy okay. Sometimes you contribute money for parties. But for human being life, even if they don't have money to pay, can't you treat them? You say you want Nigeria to grow, but you are not ready to contribute your own quota for the growth of the country. Where's the humanity in you? This is your fellow countryman. Where's the humanity in you? So you go back home and you sleep fine? As somebody you would have helped. You said the person who is going to pay. Now, while they were there, another woman still brought in some victims of the accident from the Third Milan Bridge in our under pilot. She brought in those people, and then there was this man that needed blood. They actually rushed that one into the hospital because that one looked like very soon he would die. They rushed him inside. The hospital said that they don't have blood. The people said, how come General Hospital no get blood? How come? That there is blood, but they have to pay. Okay, bring the blood. How much? That is 50,000. The people checked their pockets, and what they had was 40,000. They gave these people, they said they can't take 40,000. That is 50,000. Cut the long story short, the guy died. Boy, when I just pray, in Nigeria, no happen to you. You go understand why we dey talk for media. You go understand why we dey shout. May Nigeria no happen to you. You go understand how typical Nigeria dey. You blame the government. The government does not have power over what you are meant to do on this particular time. Do you even know this person that they brought? Some people they were good Samaritans. They did their own quota. They brought in these people to the hospital. The least you can do is to bring them. Okay, if at the end of the day they don't have money to pay, if you not contribute to that money, pay for that person. Contribute to that money, pay. As the hospital people now go buy, they made the person, when the person don't do okay, you can tell the person that will pay for you, yeah, you'll be sweeping here for the next 5 years. But the person is alive, and you are happy seeing the person that I saved his life and he dey sweep. I think it's better off. Because you people contribute money for a lot of things every day. I understand. It is your own money. Nobody is supposed to be entitled to. But this is human being. This is human life. Bagada General Hospital. And to the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, I thought there are supposed to be ambulances on that Third Milan Bridge and policemen there. Because that road is so big. Then, lastly, you see, anytime when I drive, I see all those people where they go Maraba Nyanya for Abuja, they'll park themselves on top hillocks. And they always fear. And they ask myself, say, what if this hillocks go do mistake? Now it don't happen now. Now it don't happen now. Because anything can happen. Now, some people go there inside that Third Milan. Some people fell inside the Third Milan Bridge water. Some people go there 2-3 days now, human being body will come outside. What's your own quota to the growth of Nigeria? I asked this. Nigeria cannot grow unless if we collectively do it together. And little things like this is what keeps the country going. In a country where the government don't do much for you. Where is the humanity in you? How much is the money?
Well, earlier on today, there was a bomb blast in Kano. And unfortunately, it happened in a residential area. That was a very bad one and a very bad omen for the security architecture of Nigeria, considering the state of the nation, security-wise, let's leave economy and food security and all of that alone, but security of lives and property-wise, the texture of the Nigerian system is a bit very, very sensitive at the moment. But then, had that happened, cost us the lives of about 5 persons and several persons injured. Well, may the dead rest in perfect peace. And of course, I hope the security agencies will do the needful. The earlier we rise to this menace, the better. It's coming into town now. It's no more in the forest, but they are bringing it to town. All right, let's watch this video where former Governor Sule Lamido made very, very sensitive confessions about the June 12th the involvement of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the June 12th annulment, and how he was in support of President then head of state Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida in the annulment of that election, that he was a part of the system. In fact, his mother was a part of that annulment. They joined hand with, though he said that he had nothing to lose or he had nothing to gain by destroying or trying to mess up the person of the president, but then he made these statements. I want us to watch this video and draw conclusions in a moment.
I feel highly entertained by Tinubu's rhetorics, the way he's dramatizing his own role, in Nigerian democracy. Luckily, we're all alive. Please go. Luckily, we're all alive. We're all there. We're all, participants in that particular, sphere of political activity. So I was in the middle of it. Tinubu became relevant and noticeable after Abacha took over government. Before then, he was in the Senate, was the secretary of the party. And with all respect to him, you see, he was part of those people who were supporting Babangida's annulment of June 12th. He was part of it. His own mother, Haja Mogaji from Lagos, was organizing Lagos marching women to come to Abuja to pledge, support for Babangida. I'm saying this because it's simply history. I mean no harm. Don't mean to embarrass him. But then you see, he was actively handing gloves to Babangida. Now, when Babangida saw the fact that he was having a problem with the party, he went to the National Assembly to address them. One infamous speech was, they are trying to incite you. It is you they are against. Tinubu was there, and the IU became very, very firm and straight on the issue of June 12th. He called a meeting, then being the only senior elected person in government at that time, as Senate President. He convened a meeting in Edo, in Benin. We went there with the governor, where we went there and reaffirmed our commitment to June 12th. All right? Babangida was so angry with IU. When he came by, he removed him and put in a better arrow. He put him there so that so that they can be aligned to Babangida, political kind of machinations. So when Tinubu today, after being a Nigerian president, decided to rewrite history, trying to maybe deconstruct history and then rewrite it, then it is a very, very amusing because he was part of the Babangida support of June 12th. He was part of it. Now, it was only when Abacha took over government that Tinubu then became our so-called activist of June 12th. Not only him, all those who are talking about June 12th in Edeko, I mean no harm, I mean no disrespect. I'm simply saying what happened during that time. All of them, those people in Edeko, where were they on June 11th? They had no part in June 12th. They are no part of June 12th campaign. They are not part of the June activities. What they are never, because most of them are saying they should down look. All of them, because they don't believe they won't work out. So when Abiola won the election, and then after the annulment, they are all very, very passive. But suddenly, after Abacha came on board, removing Sonekam, they became activists. They formed NEDECO. NEDECO was opposed to Abacha, was opposed to election formation. NEDECO was something which was formed, to fight Abacha, not to fight democracy, not to fight for June 12th. So whatever Tinubu is doing today is simply reconstructing history the way he thinks is going to fit his own political interests. But then obviously he was a major supporter of Babangida. Ask Babangida, ask him. So when you talk about, already June 12th, what are those characters? Ebute Ere, somebody who replaced Ayu for June 12th? Who are the others? All of them. So he ran away. We stayed behind. We fought Abacha. I was detained, because of my fight, but I was detained. Really was detained. So all of us, Adamu Churuma, Bola Ege, Yoche Ayu, Kwame, and many others, Bagaji, all of them were there. We fought Abacha. We fought him because we were willing to risk our lives. Tinubu ran away. He was not in the country. He only came back after the whole thing was, after the call was very, very clear. So what I'm saying is, all those advocates of June 12th, they are more concerned with the bath water rather than the baby. They are more concerned because most of them were at the end of the meal when the product was being processed. They simply picked up the product. The process which produced the product, they are not there. They're not part of it. They only pick the product. And today it's not about the victor, but it's about the victory more than anything else. So we make this kind of distinction. The difference between the victory and the victor. The NEDECO were more concerned with the
very, very sensitive allegations, like we will put it in Nigeria, being made in that place by Governor Lamido's. I keep mixing his name, Sule Lamido. In that press release, he has said that he will do everything within his power to join whatever coalition needs to be joined for, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be out of government. But then when we add all the indices together, the bomb blast and all the killings and all of that, is this another way to make the country ungovernable for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Even though he was on the forefront, calling President Goodluck Jonathan then incompetent when these things were happening at that time. But then it's now his turn, and then it's still happening. But then is it the Northerners that are making these things just look as if to make him look incompetent, or what are we driving at? I mean, this is becoming too bad. But then even if you are going to give an example and it will cost life, I don't expect that these people will use themselves as guinea pigs. You understand? And so that's where I differ in the opinion, or in the third, that it's actually being used to make the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu very incompetent and all of that. But then feel free to drop a comment, make them simple and simple. Let us know what your opinions are. God bless you. Bye.